Professor Liu want to explain a very, very important concept in Java is class and objects. So we are talking about how to construct objects, how to use classes to create objects. So right here we know there's a rectangle class. The rectangle class is one of the more than 5,000 class Java document already have. Then we are going to use these classes to create objects. And this is the very unique feature of Java and object-oriented programming. In order to use this, I will ask you to download chapter 2 source file. Okay, so first you download chapter 2 source file. Then we're going to show you 2.9. So first of all, I will ask you to go to chapter 2. Then at the chapter 2, there's a source file. I need you to download it. Okay, so very important is you have to go to chapter 2. Okay, then I will want you to download the source file. Okay, so right click it and download source file. Once you download the source file, let me show you. After you download the source file, chapter 2 source file. So it will be called chapter 2 source file. Once you open it out, the chapter 2 source file, they are section 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. We are going to study section 9 and section 10. All right, so let me show you how Java use class to create objects. So I am going to say file, new, and Java projects. Okay, I'm going to call this chapter 2 section 9, and I'm going to say finish. I'm not going to create this module. So right here at the source here, I need you to open section 9.3. Take the rectangle component, can hold the control key, take the rectangle viewer and drag both of them into src folder, copy. I want you to make sure they are in the same folder. If they are not, drag into the same folder. So you have a rectangle component. So in the Java concept, rectangle component means rectangle picture. It inherits from J component. In the rectangle component has a method, building method called pane component. It's default using graphic, this class. We usually upgrade it to two-dimensional. So graphic 2D G2 equal graphic 2D G. So Java is object-oriented programming. So J component is a class. Rectangle component inherit from the class that's object. So rectangle component is J component's object. Graphic is a class, G is the object. Alright. So rectangle is a class, box is object. But when you do the object, you have to follow exactly the original object told you to do it. For example, if you want to do rectangle box, you have to say new rectangle. That's a constructor. Then the x, y, and width and length. So over here, I also need you to go to the GUI programming basic information I gave you. So you follow this. So rectangle box equal new rectangle xy. That's your x, that's your y, that's your left top corner. The x coordinator and y coordinate. And the next number is the width, and the following number is the height. All right, so based on this means I want to create a rectangle box. It's called box. And my corner, left top corner is 5 and 10, width is 20, and height is 30. You can do G2.draw, is draw the outline. And this means move 15 to the right, 25 to the down. Go down 25, go down 25, go right to the 15. And you draw these, and you can do another one here. You can say, all right, I want another rectangle, and I'm going to call box 1 right now because I already have box. Well, obvious I don't want to start at same spot. For probably 5 is okay, but these, let me go to 100. Okay, and these I want it to be 50-50. 50-50, so that will be a square. All right, then I want to show you right now, if I don't use draw, I can use fill. So I say box 1 dot fill. Oh, sorry, G2 dot fill. G2 dot fill. So I want to fill on my G2 and with this box 1. All right, so if I finish, and this is the masterpiece we create. Of course, it's not a masterpiece. There are two one box in with 20, 30, and move to the other side and draw it and draw another box. So now, very, very important is that's a picture you create. The picture has to go to your friend. All right. So on the friend, you say, okay, my friend is 300, 400. So you can make this a little bit bigger, 600, 800. The friend is called to rectangle, and the friend has an X to close it. Remember, it's called rectangle component, your rectangle picture. That's your class. Now it's called my component or component, and this one is free. You name it, new rectangle component. Now once you create a connection, you add this component, you add this picture, component means picture, into your frame, and you set it to be true. So we can run it right now. I'm going to run as Java application, and I'm going to run rectangle viewer. So I have two rectangle, one move, this one is black, is right here. And if you need to fix anything on the picture, you go into the rectangle picture right here. For example, once you create the third box, but you want the third box to be different color, you can say G2 set color. All right, so let's have a color dark green. Anything you want, we just put green. All right, now you change it. If filled it's green color. So you run as, I need to go back here, viewer. So you run as Java application. When you run that, now is a blue, is a green square. So one more time, Java is object-oriented programming, and the unique part is Java asks you to use the object, use the classes from the Java document, So in order to get Java document, you need to say Java API 8. All right. Then once you have this, you click it. This is your Java document. All right. So there are a bunch of class here. Then anything you can get is here. You can say I wanted to get Control F. Okay. So I want to say like J component. All right. So J component is right here. All right, class J component. All right. Then if you want it to be rectangle, you type rectangle. You type rectangle and you have rectangle. So, and this Java component will help you a lot. I hope you like this video.